Hi everyone, my name is Ain Suraya binti Murtaza, and this is my self-reflection video for MGT548 Managing Organizational Behavior. Before I begin, I just want to say that this video is not just about what I've learned academically. It's also about my personal journey, my growth, and the people who have shaped who I am today. I come from Sepang and I was an STPM student. Alhamdulillah, I managed to achieve a good pointer, something I'm really proud of because I know how much effort I put in. But honestly, UITM wasn't my first dream. From the very beginning, I had always wanted to pursue a language course. Even though I came from a business stream, my real target was University Putra Malaysia to study language and one day become a teacher. That dream didn't come true. Instead, I was offered human resource management at UITM. At first, it was hard to accept. This wasn't the path I planned. But over time, I began to shift my perspective. I started to believe that whatever is meant for you will always find its way to you, and that Allah's plan is always better than yours. My parents play a huge role in giving me the confidence to embrace this new path. They never stopped encouraging me, and somewhere along the way, I started to believe in myself too. That maybe, just maybe, I'm more talented in business than I ever gave myself credit for. People always say that HR graduates have strong career prospects, and I choose to trust that. So here I am, still standing and still going. If I'm being honest, this journey hasn't been easy. Losing a close friend, adjusting to a course I didn't choose, leading a group when I didn't feel ready, these were all challenges. I didn't see it coming, but looking back, every single one of those experiences made me stronger and wiser. I used to think that things not going according to plan mean failure. Now I know. It just means God has a better plan. And sometimes, the detours in life are actually the path that leads you exactly where you need to be. I've grown to be more patient, more understanding, and more confident in my own abilities. I no longer measure my worth by the dreams I didn't achieve. I measure it by how far I've come despite everything. In MGT548, I've been introduced to several topics that truly opened my eyes to how people behave, not just in organizations but in everyday life. It started with the introduction to organizational behavior, understanding why people act the way they do in a workplace setting. This foundation made me realize that behavior is never random. Every action has a reason, and as a future HR professional, understanding that is everything. Then, we explored attitudes and job satisfaction. This hit close to home for me. When I first entered UITM taking human resource management, my attitude was not the most positive because it wasn't my first choice. But I've learned that attitude shapes experience. The moment I chose to embrace this course with an open heart, everything started to feel different. My satisfaction grew because my attitude changed first. Personality and values was another eye-opening topic. I learned that each person is unique. Different personalities, different values, different ways of seeing the world. This helped me understand why conflicts happen and why it's important not to judge people quickly. Looking back at my friendships that grew distant, I now understand that sometimes it's not about who is right or wrong. It's simply about two different personalities finding it hard to align. Perception and individual decision making also left a strong impression on me. We often make decisions based on how we perceive a situation, not necessarily the reality. I've experienced the firsthand. There were moments when I misread situations or was misunderstood by others, and it led to unnecessary tension. This topic taught me to pause, reflect, and seek to understand before reacting. When we covered motivation, from concept to applications, I felt deeply connected. I learned about intrinsic and extrinsic motivation and how different people are driven by different things. For me, my greatest motivation has always been my parents, knowing how much they sacrificed to send me here, but I also learned the importance of self-motivation. On days when no one is watching, you have to be your own biggest supporter. Understanding work teams was a topic that I could truly relate to on a personal level. This semester, I experienced firsthand what it means to rebuild a team from scratch. When my previous friendship faded, I had to find new group mates and start over. What I learned is that a successful team is not just about getting the work done. It's about trust, mutual respect, and understanding each other's strengths and weaknesses. I naturally stepped into the role of a leader within my group, becoming the one who gave direction, kept everyone motivated, and made sure we move forward together. Through this topic, I understood that every member in a team plays an important role. When everyone contributes and communicates well, the team thrives. And that's exactly what I experienced with my group this semester. And finally, communication. This topic truly shaped how I approach my relationships and my group work. I used to assume that saying something was enough, but effective communication is so much more than that. That's about clarity, listening actively, and making sure the message is truly understood. I experienced this within my own group, where I naturally stepped into a leadership role, giving direction and making sure everyone was on the same page. Through communication, I learned that how you say something matters just as much as you say, and sometimes the conflicts we face, like the friendship I lost, could have been avoided with better, more honest communication. Now, before I end this video, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude to the people who have made this journey possible. To my beloved parents, thank you so much. Words will never be enough to describe what you mean to me. You never stop believing in me, even when I doubt myself. Everything I do it for you. The fact that I am here in everyone's dream university is because of your prayers, your sacrifices, and your unconditional love. I hope I've made you guys proud, and I promise I will keep making you guys proud of me. To my friends, Echa, Kila, Yen, Nat, Sophia, Shasma, Nelly, and Isha, thank you for being my safe space. You never judge me, never criticize my efforts, and always show up when I needed someone to lean on. You listened when I was sad, laughed with me when I was happy, and reminded me of my worth when I forgot it. I love you guys so much, truly. To my lecturer, Dr. Nizam, thank you for the knowledge, the passion, and the energy you put into every single class. Your dedication does not go unnoticed, and I truly appreciate everything you've given to us as your student. And finally, to myself, Ain Suraya, thank you for not giving up. Thank you for choosing to be strong even when everything felt heavy. Thank you for continuing to walk this path even when the destination was unclear. Please always remember to be proud of yourself because you deserve every good thing that is coming your way. Alright everyone, last but not least, this is just the beginning of my journey in understanding organizational behavior and in understanding myself. I look forward to growing more, learning more, and becoming the best version of myself. Thank you for watching and Assalamualaikum.